Hey guys, welcome to the 20th video of the playlist How to use SolidWorks for beginners. For those who are new to the channel, the link of the playlist is given in the description box below, or you can simply click on the I button which is present on the right top corner of your screen. In this particular video, we will be understanding the revolved boss base command. Okay, so let's start with that. So click on File, select New, select Part and then click on OK. Now suppose if you want to use this revolved boss base command, then you must have a sketch first. Okay, so for that let us draw a simple sketch. So I will choose the front plane, click on sketch, done. Now first of all I am going to draw a vertical center line. Now what is the use of this? This you will understand when I will explain you all the revolved boss base feature. Okay, so let me draw a vertical line here. Make it infinite length. It's upon you. If you want to make it infinite, then you can, or it's not necessary as such. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to draw a center rectangle, just a simple figure of sketch which I will be explaining you all. Okay, done. Let's give it dimensions as well. Let's make this 20 and let's make this 30. Okay, done. Now once this is done, you can now end the sketch. Done. So our sketch is now ready. Now I will select this sketch, go to features and I will click on revolved boss base command. Now in this revolved boss base feature, it is first asking us what is the axis of rotation, about which particular axis do you want to revolve your sketch. Okay, so I'm going to select this particular axis. So now as you can see that as soon as I selected this particular axis, then this sketch which I had drawn is now getting revolved around this axis and it is forming a 3D model. Okay, can you see this sketch that we have drawn is getting revolved around this axis and it is forming a 3D model. So this is how you can make use of the revolved boss base command. So whenever you are having objects which are in circular shape, for those objects you can make use of the revolved boss base command. Now in this you can see that there are different options available, like up to vertex, up to surface, offset from surface and mid plane. So when you choose this option, that is up to vertex, up to surface and offset from surface, so for that you require another 3D CAD model along with this particular model that you are drawing. Okay, so if you have another model, then you can choose the surface, otherwise you cannot choose the surface. This is same like the extruded boss base as we have done in the earlier videos. Okay, so over there also we have seen what is up to vertex, up to surface, offset from surface. But then too, if you are confused, then don't worry guys, because in the next video I will be doing a 3D CAD model in which I will be making use of all these commands that are available. Okay, now once this is done, for now I'm going to choose blind, and now it is asking us at what particular angle do you want to revolve around the axis. Here it is 360 degree, therefore the sketch is returning to its original position. Okay, suppose if I make it a 90 degree, see, now can you see the angle formed from this point to this axis, and from this axis to this point will be 90 degree. Okay, so now it is getting revolved by only 90 degrees. Okay, now if you choose direction, second direction. Now when you choose second direction, it is asking us how much angle do you want in the second direction. I want, let's say, 180 degree. Okay, so now as soon as I select 180 degree, see in the second direction also the model is getting extended. Now make sure guys that the sum of the angle of direction 1 and direction 2 must be equals to 360. Okay, so as soon as must be equal to or less than 360. Okay, so as soon as I make it 240, see now what will as soon as I make it what you say 360 minus 90 will give it 270. Okay, so as soon as I make it 270, now can you see guys what happens is that this is now getting completed. Why? Because 90 plus 270 will give you 360 degree. Okay, now again if I decrease this, if I make it 50, now can you see in the direction 2 it is getting revolved by an angle of 50 degree. Okay, as easy as that. Now here there is an option of thin feature. Suppose if I select on thin feature, now see what is going to happen. Okay, now first of all let me show you without thin feature how our model is going to look, and afterwards I will show you that by using the thin feature how our model will look. So for that, without using thin feature, let me click on OK. Okay, see now, see this is how your model is going to look. Now if I edit this feature again, see, and now if I choose okay, and now I'm not getting an option of thin feature here. Okay, so for that what I will do is that, okay, I will just discard this, or I will just press Ctrl Z, delete this, press Ctrl Z. Okay, now I am having this sketch. I will click on revolve boss base. Here it was, I guess, 90 degree. The axis of rotation is nothing but this particular axis, and in the direction 2 we had 50 degree, right? So let's do that. Now once this is done, now it is asking us for a thin feature. So for thin feature, what happens is that, suppose if I want my model to be hollow from inside, at that time I am going to make use of the thin feature. Suppose I want the edge to be, thickness to be 2 mm. Okay, so as soon as I enter 2 mm, now once I click on OK, see, now your model has become hollow. Okay, so when you want your model to be hollow, at that time you can give the thickness. Okay, and in the thickness also there are two options available, whether you want thickness on the outside of your sketch or whether on the inside of the sketch. So that depends, and you all know what is that. Okay, now I hope guys that you have understood what is the use and how we are going to make use of the revolve boss base command. For better understanding, what we will do is that we will be constructing this shaft with the help of the revolve boss base command. Okay, so I'll have a good look at this shaft, and I'm going to show you all that how you can make this similar shaft with the help of the revolve boss base command. Okay, now here is the sketch drawing of this shaft, which will help us in constructing the same shaft as required. So for that, let me first of all delete this, right click on it and click on delete. Yes, now let's delete this sketch as well. Done. Yes, now after this thing is done, as I said earlier, that whenever you want to make use of the revolve boss base command, you must have a sketch first. Okay, so let's choose any plane, let's choose the front plane, and you can now click on sketch. Okay, now how are you going to construct that shaft? Some people might have already understood that how I am going to make it, but for those who are not understood, watch this video carefully, because this next few minutes will be very helpful for you all when you are going to make use of the revolve boss base command. Okay, so in the next 2 minutes you will understand the complete use of the revolve boss base command. So for that, have a look at the shaft. Now first of all, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to have a look at the radius of this circumference. Okay, so as you can see, the diameter is 24, but the radius is 12. Okay, so I will draw a vertical line somewhat like this. See, I'm going to draw a vertical line, and I'll give it the measurement as 12. This is nothing but the measurement of the radius. Okay, now after this thing is done, now I am going to draw this horizontal line which is having a length of 100 mm. See, what is this horizontal line? See, this part, okay, which is of 100 mm. Okay, observe things how I am going to make a shaft out of this. See, it should be 100. Enter. Now once this is done, what we will do is that now we want this particular part. Okay, so let's have a look. See, the diameter of this circular part is nothing but 25. Okay, so earlier it was 24 and now it has increased by 1 and become 25. So if the diameter increases by 1 mm, then obviously the radius is going to increase by 0.5 mm. Okay, So since the radius is now increased by 0.5 mm, so I will draw a vertical line again here, whose dimensions will be 0.5. Enter. Now after this thing is done, I will just move this. Okay, it is 0.5. Now again I am going to draw this horizontal line, and it is nothing but 7 mm. Okay, observe things. This might seem little boring for next 2 to 3 minutes, but once you understand how this revolve boss base command works, then it is going to be quite interesting for you all whenever you use this command, and you will be using it very frequently when it comes to CAD modeling. Okay, it is not that you won't be using that. Now see, here it is 25. After that we come across another circular face. See, another circular region here, and the diameter of it is 30. So we have now increased from 25 to 30. So the diameter has increased by 5 mm. So obviously your radius is now going to increase by 2.5 mm. See, I will draw a vertical line of 2.5 mm. I hope that the calculation that I am doing is right, because sometimes by mistake when you are in hurry, the calculations might go wrong. So I hope that you all can understand that. Now here the thickness is 3. So I will again draw a horizontal line here. Okay, and the smart dimensions I will give it as 3. Enter. Now once this is done, see, now it was 30, and now from 30 it is becoming 24. Which is this 24 region? See, this region, this particular region is nothing but having a diameter of 24. Okay, see, so the diameter has now decreased by 6, therefore the radius will also decrease by 3. So I will now draw a upwards line. Okay, smart dimension and 3. Okay, now after this thing is done, now again I am going to draw a horizontal line of 29 mm. Okay, so let's give the dimensions to it as 29. Enter. Now after this thing is done, we are almost done, guys. Just have patience. Now again, when we encounter this circular face, see which is the circular face. Okay, see this particular circular face. Am I right? So from 24 it has now increased by 4, that is, it has become 28. So the diameter has increased by 28, but the radius has increased by 2. So therefore now I am going to draw a downwards line, and I want it to be 2. Enter. Now after this, what is the thickness? It is nothing but 22. Okay, done. Enter. Okay. Now once this is done, after this I am again having from 28 to 24. So the diameter is now decreased by 4, so the radius will decrease by 2. So since it is decreasing, therefore I will draw a upwards line. Okay, and it has to be 2. Just have patience, guys. I know it is a bit boring, but once you understand this, it's going to be very helpful as well. Now the thickness is 5. Okay, so let's give the smart dimensions and give it 5. Enter. Now after this thing is done, now again it is increasing from 24 to 30. So it is the radius is going to increase by 3. So since it is increasing by 3, I will draw a downwards line. Give the smart dimensions to it as 3. Enter. Now after this, the thickness is nothing but 3 mm. See, just have patience. We are almost about to finish it. Okay. see it is 3, enter. Now after this, the last part, see the last part, what happens is that the radius is now going to decrease from 15 to 12.5. so the decrease that you are going to observe is obviously 2.5. so let's draw a vertical line upwards of 2.5. and after this thing is done, now let's draw a horizontal line of 7. Okay, done. Let's give the smart dimensions as 7. And now the radius of the last part is nothing but 12.5. okay, so let's draw that as 12.5. okay, let's give the dimensions as 12.5. and now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to just join this particular line with this thing. okay, see, I'm going to draw this with this. okay, it is having some error. Let me press Ctrl Z. okay, the relation has to be deleted, done. Now after this thing is done, see, now I will end my sketch. okay, so this is the sketch that you have in front of you. okay, and now by this simple sketch you can make a shaft. okay, so for that I will select the sketch, I will click on features, and now I will click on revolved boss base. and in revolved boss base it is asking me for the axis of revolution. so this is my axis of revolution. okay, and see, as soon as I selected my axis of revolution, I have to do nothing and my shaft is getting easily done. okay, done. See, now your shaft is ready. okay, see, this is as same as this one which you can see. see, clear? Now after this, why I have done using the sketch and the revolve boss base feature. I could have done easily by excluding the circles, right? I can draw a circle and extrude it up to 100, then I will get this much part. After that, on the end face I can extrude it up to another length. okay, I can get this much part. After that I can do this much part. But what happens here is that when you do such small strips, then whenever you want to make changes, then you have to search for this particular thing that you want to change in the feature manager. Whereas suppose now if I want to change this length, if I want to make it from 100 to 50, I just have to do one thing. I have to go to this sketch, right click and click on edit sketch, and see, I can just make it 50, and automatically the shaft length will also change. see, done. see, so this is why whenever you want to make changes at that time, you just have only one sketch, and by making changes in those one sketch, you can easily make changes in your CAD model. okay, and now one thing that you must have observed is that whenever we use the revolve boss base command, at this time I did not have a separate center line to choose it as an axis of rotation. Instead what I did was that, see, this particular line, which is nothing but a part of my figure, I chose that itself to be my axis of rotation. So it is not necessary that you must have a center or axis of rotation. Instead you can choose a part of your sketch itself to be as an axis of rotation. So guys, I hope that you have liked this video, and if you like this video, then please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and go check out other videos on SolidWorks. They might be helpful for you. And guys, thank you for watching this video.